Are you ready? Perfect. Can I have my music, please? Can you start it again? Time. Hi judges, today I want to talk about two factors that are so small that we often don't see them, but they will and do influence our cup quality. These two factors are aroma and fines. In the next 10 minutes, I will explain to you how understanding and modulating these factors can improve your cup quality. I will start with aroma first and go over to fines later. You can now relax. I do a full flavor description later on. What exactly is the taste you preserved in coffee? Chemical speaking, this taste consists of many different compounds from different substances. Together, they form the flavor profile of a coffee. The better the coffee, the more complex are these compounds. These compounds developed along the coffee chain. The cultivation and processing of coffee produce a large number of pre-stages, which become later our taste. And to give you a better idea of that, I selected a very specific coffee that brings a large number of these pre-stages. This coffee comes from the Vulcan region in Panama, from the producer Jameson Savage and his farm Iris Estate. Iris Estate is located over 2,000 meters above sea level, which makes the microclimate very cold, causing the green tip geisha cherry to grow very slowly and producing a large number of these pre-stages, which become later flavor notes of black tea and jasmine. But what truly sets this coffee apart is the processing. After harvesting, the coffee was floated and fermented in cherry for 6 days at 18 degrees as a carbonic macerated coffee. Every day, new CO2 is pumped into the fermentation tank, slow down the breakdown of carbohydrates, and make your coffee later so clean. After fermentation, the coffee was dried as a natural. By controlling humidity and temperature, the drying process is so slow, and make your coffee so fruity with flavor notes of peach and cranberries. I roasted that coffee by using a Link hot air sample roaster. Due to the convectional heat application and a roast time of 8 minutes, I was able to transform these pre-stages into complex compounds for intense flavors. Because of an end temperature of 210 degrees, I was able to integrate the lactic acidity from the process with the sweetness of my coffee. And then I asked myself, how can I protect these aroma compounds that we work so hard for, that you have as many as possible later in your cup? And for that, I did the following. One day after roasting, I placed 16.5 grams of coffee in these tubes and froze it at minus 20 degrees for exactly 4 weeks. At this cold temperature, the aroma compounds preserved into the bean and do not evaporate into the air, which make your coffee later so floral and clean. I grinded this coffee direct from the freezer. Scientific papers shown that frozen grinding produce a very similar particle distribution, leading to an even extraction from more balance. However, frozen grinding produce also slightly more fines. And now we are already in my second topic, the fines. And here the magic happened, judges. When I placed my dripper with the grounded coffee on this vibration plate and vibrated for a few seconds, the borders and the fines sort themselves. The borders at the top and the fines at the bottom. You may know this effect by shaking your cereal box. Afterwards, in the extraction, the borders extract first and more stronger, as they know on the top, where the pouring creates more turbulences, resulting in this stronger extraction. The fines at the bottom are not affected by that and extract not so strong. So judges, by grinding frozen coffee beans and vibrating the coffee bed, I'm now able to extract the fines and the borders to a similar degree, resulting in a very elegant and creamy mouthfeel. One problem caused by the fines at the bottom is clocking. Clocking is when the fines stick to the filter paper and slow down or even stop the extraction. To solve this problem, I bought the December dripper with zipperless paper. This is a flatbed dripper with steep side walls where the filter paper lies again, which means I do not have a bypass. But what makes this dripper so special is I can change the flow rate by turning the base. After 1 minute and 5 seconds, I increase the flow rate to reach an extraction time of 3 minutes with a grind size around 650 microns, where the sweetness and the acidity is so balanced. Today, I used 16.5 grams of coffee and 250 ml of water, which is a brewing ratio of 1 to 15.2. The aftertaste is so long and sweet. Today, I'm brewing with 93 degrees hot water with a mineral content of 120 ppm. The mineral content boosts the sweetness, while the colder temperature highlighting the acidity from the process. I started with a 50-gram bloom as a foundation for all other pours, followed by an 80-gram second pour for highlighting the acidity, and finished with 2 equal 60-gram pours to extract the sweetness out of my coffee. As you could see, I extracted the first pour of a Paragon metal ice cube. By chill down the first 25% of my extraction, I'm able to capture in these volatile aroma compounds into your brew, and the brew later is so floral forward. And now judges, the flavor description, so please note down. The aroma is medium, reminds me of jasmine, caramel, and red currant. The flavors are medium to high. When hot, elderflower, cranberries, and black tea. When warm, the flavors are blood orange, elderflower, and white peaches. And the coffee is cool. It's jasmine, black tea, and peaches. The aftertaste is medium to high, very long, sweet and soft, reminds me when hot on an elegant black tea, and when cooling, more on pink grapefruit. The acidity is medium, well balanced, reminds me when hot on a juicy, sparkling malic acidity, and when cooling, more on a lactic, mouth-watering acidity. The sweetness is high, very round and dense, fruity like maltodextrin candy, and goes even brighter when cooling. The mouthfeel is medium to high, creamy velvety when hot, and elegant silky when cooling. Now judges, please evaluate the aroma direct from the server, as then it's much more intense. So here we go, that's for you. That's for you. And last but not least, that's for you. May I? So please enjoy. May I? That's for you. Please enjoy. May I? And last but not least, please enjoy. Judges, it was my absolute pleasure to share with you what I learned about aroma and fines in the last month. I hope you enjoyed this amazing coffee. Thank you for being my guest. Time.
David, you want to
Yeah.
come over here? So, you're done. How do you feel?
Better. Released.
I get that. First of all, big compliment. I love your color thing here.
Thank you.
So, even your shirt matches. It's perfect. Oh, say goodbye to your judges.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you, Raymond.
And yesterday I already asked you about your thing over there.
Yeah.
And today I want to know about your drippers. They also seem very wild.
Yeah, the dripper is, I think, 5 or 6 years old. Benjamin used that in Brewer's Cup 6 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And you can change the flow rate by turning the base. So it's a very nice dripper. You can work against clocking.
Wow, that's amazing. And also, during your preparation time, what was your greatest difficulty? What would you say?
I think I worked hard with roast and water. That was the most difficult thing. But we fixed this with the help from the Nucleus guys and June from Germany. It's so good.
Really? You work together with June?
A little bit.
Ah, okay. That's cool. So, roasting and water. Okay. Cool. Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you.
I'll leave you for your cleanup.